my girlfriend's, she said, you need to stop making excuses. One of my big limiting beliefs was the money, but I haven't done enough.
So Roger,
I'm an artist, so I paint. I mean, I have my day job, but this has always been a passion of mine. I majored in art, and I've always had excuses for myself of starting an art business because that's my passion. And eventually I would like to do that full time. And I have the support because I've met other artists that are doing really well. And then also my girlfriend's very supportive of what I'm doing. And she said, you need to stop making excuses. One of my big limiting beliefs was the money, because I got to get my supplies. I got to put myself out there. And I've had a lot of support, and I know I'm very good at what I do because I have people always tell me your stuff's really good, and I know it could sell. I know that, but I've done certain things to move forward, but I haven't done enough. And the biggest limiting belief is the finances part of it. Okay. But I know there's always a solution, and I've already figured out what I'm going to do to be able to take care of that portion of it, and then be able to fuel my passion. And I started coming up with some ideas of my next piece of what I'm going to do. I'm like in a position right now where I'm kind of evolving from my previous series of work. And I actually, I never met you, but I went, you had showed up at a real estate office that I was working with for a short time. That was over 10 years ago. So, and I've always followed you on all the social, excuse me?
That was probably a long time ago.
Yeah, it was. And I just remember I was really inspired by your words, and I've followed I've been following you, and I get a lot of the emails and stuff, and I'm like, I need to make it a point to go to an event. So that's my next goal.
You're here. Awesome. I love that. Congratulations. So what inspired action are you going to take now towards the fulfillment of your dream?
I'm going to, because I have this other side gig that I'm going to do to be able to take care of the financial part of it. And I'm just going to start going at it. I need to take action. That's the thing, is I haven't taken action, and I've always made excuses for myself. As much as I hear from outsiders and people telling me your stuff's good, you just need to get your stuff out there so that people can see it. So now I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to start off small, but at least taking the first step to move forward, and then build up upon that, and that's the only thing.
Take that step and then take that next step.
Yes.
Give Roger some love. Awesome. And here's the thing. Take that step in the next 2 to 3 days. Take that step tomorrow. And often the step is a phone call. A phone call is so powerful. It can open a door of opportunity. Many of my biggest opportunities have come from a phone call. How many of us met yesterday? I talked about when I was on tour with Tony Robbins. How many of us met there? Door of opportunity opened with a phone call, with me proactively making a call. So before the end of today, everybody's going to write down what inspired actions they're going to be taking tomorrow. They're going to be taking this week. They're going to be taking to fully continue this process of momentum and integration. And a lot of times in the past, here's what you're going to notice. In the past, you may have had a belief like, oh my gosh, the finances or the money. As you step into the empowered belief, creative ideas begin to flow. All of a sudden, you start recognizing that you could collaborate with someone. All of a sudden you've been thinking about getting your own studio, and you realize that this other person has a studio and they want, you to come in and, take over half of it. So, and then you to support them with some other thing that they might need. Collaboration is birthed in this empowered state. Collaboration is birthed in the state of empowering beliefs.